than English. 5 letters that change their form at the end of a word, but still sound the same. So they're still going to sound like bait or bait. Okay, but they change their form. All letters are consonants. Now, my daughter asked me, Mommy, what is a consonant? A consonant is a form of a letter that gives a sound in a word. And we will see that as we go on later. There are 2 consonants in the 22 letters that can act as vowels. Actually, it's 3, but 3 that can act as vowels, and then they are called vowel carriers. So the consonant of the alphabet can, at times, change into a vowel carrier. Now, a vowel is a doing word like I go, I walk, I run. That is a vowel, a doing word. So 2 of the consonants can change in the use, in the speaking and writing and reading, into vowels, and it's then called a vowel carrier. No capitals in Hebrew, only 2 sets of alphabet, the print and the script. Now, the script is the one that I will write to you if I say, your lunch is in the oven, just put the stove on, or meet me at the restaurant this afternoon. That's when I do script writing, and that's a little bit more curly and it's a little bit different. But we are learning Hebrew, the biblical Hebrew, which is the square one, the square letters, as you can see there on the screen, all those letters, they're all very squarish. And those are the ones we are going to read. Now, print. The print screen is used mainly in books, in newspapers, street signs. Script is used in any form of personal writing, which is a note or a letter. If you're going to give a letter to your child to take to the teacher to explain why your homework is perhaps a bit not so good or whatever. Okay, so, but we are not going to be concerned with any script at the moment. We're going to just look at the print. Script, yeah, letters and notes. Letters of the alphabet never join. I'm just saying that again so that you remember. They are almost as if we print them next to each other, from right to left, every letter. Each one is read separately. It is a phonetic language. Now, later on, they're going to say, no, it's not a phonetic language. But I'm going to prove to you that once you know the sounds, you can read. However, the better you learn the meaning and look of words, the better your understanding of the Hebrew will be. Okay. Then, the letter Aleph. Have a look at the letter Aleph. It is the very first letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Aleph. Okay? It has no sound. So I can't say It's got no sound. It is soundless. It's one of two letters in the alphabet. The Aleph and the Ayin are both soundless. But now let's just look at the Aleph. Its value, everyone has a value, is number 1. Later on, we're going to see that it's also number 100, etc., etc. But for tonight, number 1, okay? And it is used as a leader. It's number first, strong, and ox. Don't worry, just listen, and we'll hear them. It is like the H in hour. Did you hear? You couldn't hear the H. I said hour, but I spell it with an H. Or heir. I am the heir to all the money in that man's wealth. Okay? So, Aleph is a silent language, but in a word, it will have a sound. How is it going to have a sound? It's going to take the sound of the vowel. Now, the vowels in Hebrew are marked by dots and little stripes. Okay? So dots and stripes make up the vowels of the Hebrew lesson. And we're very lucky that we are doing biblical Hebrew because the Bible has got all the Hebrew vowels and stripes and dots. So they're there, they're going to help us know how to pronounce every word. But if I can encourage you, please learn your vocabulary as quickly as possible. Now, from next week, when we start doing our work, because by then we've got over this, I'm going to give you a set amount of vocab words dealing with each letter. So I'm going to give you some Aleph words, Bet words, etc., etc. Okay. And I'm going to encourage you, please, if you can, get yourself a little notebook into which you can write your vocabulary words. I'm going to give you the house, Bait, Abba, etc., etc., lots of words, and I'm going to explain them to you. I'm going to pronounce them for you, and you are going to write them down, because tonight we're going to also start writing our alphabet. Right, so now our Aleph, or any of the consonants in the alphabet, and particularly the Aleph, to give it a sound, it takes the sound of a vowel underneath, or to the side, or on top. Right? All the Hebrew letters have a numerical number. All of them. All of them. Okay? But we'll get to their values just now. Right. The second letter, Bet. There is the Bet. It is that round one with that little tittle. Remember I spoke to you about the tittle? And tittle is mentioned in Matthew, because the Lord Jesus said, no jot or tittle of the law will be changed until all has been fulfilled. So not one of these. I'm not going to change this and put a K in the word, or it's going to stay B, it's going to stay V, because they have the tittle. Now, a Bet with a dot inside has the hard sound of B. B. Ball. Bayit, house. Bayit, my house. Bayit. And its value, the value of bet and vet, is 2. Okay? Without the dot, the bet is a v, as in vine, or as in or as in veil. We'll find the words later. Okay. Now, Gimel. Gimel, there is the Gimel. Its value is 3. It also applies to a camel. And a camel also has the value of full supply. Spiritually, it has the full supply of God's provision. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, this is a wonderful language. I love it. If I can just inspire you to, to love it as well. Okay. Dalet. So it's Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet. Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet. Dalet's value is 4, and it applies to a door because the Delet, there you see we just changed that one vowel to a Delet, then it is door. Move, entrance. Then we have Hey, which is that one there with a window. Its value is 5. And it is behold, reveal, breath. And the breath of God is very, very important. There is no verb, which is a doing word, verb to be, in the present tense in the Hebrew. So there is no is, there is no am. I can't say I am going. I'll tell you now, there is no are. There is no is, am, or are in the present tense. The present tense. There's a different story in the verb to be in the future tense and the past tense. Then you find an is and an are and an am. But in the present tense, I is sitting here. That's very ungrammatical, but I can't say that in Hebrew. I can't write that in Hebrew. If I wish to write, this is a student, I'm going to write this is a student. So I'm only going to write in Hebrew this student. And when I translate it into English, I'm going to write it out as this is a student. I'm going to put in the is a student. Okay, so please take note of that. Just read it a couple of times and get used to that. So this is Ze Talmid. This is a Talmid, that is student. And if you're clever and you have your piece of paper, please write down. Ze is this, and Talmid on your screen, there it is, T-L-M Yod D, Talmid, and that word means student. So there you've got a vocabulary words, 2 already. Okay, Ze Talmid is what you write. That's the present tense of the Hebrew. Then 5 of the letters, five of the consonants have final forms when they appear at the end of a word. That I told you just now. And the 5 of them are, now because we're reading English, we're going to start on the right-hand side. Well, if we turn it around, but okay, let me read it to you. This one here. Kom ons sit daai dingetjie aan. Let's put that later. This one here. That is tzadi. Can you see that it's got the 2 things like that with this thing down? That's the tzadi, is one of the letters that changes its form at the end of a word. So if I have, and tzadi is ts, tzadi, ts. So if I've got a ts at the end of a word, I will have that letter, not any other letter. Okay? Any questions? Is it clear? Or okay. Then that is the F, or the tzadi, or the end form of the P. P, F, F, N. That is the third one of the P. The P, we'll get there eventually. I'll show you what it looks like. But that is the one that changes its form at the end of a letter. The nun at the end of a letter. When the nun is at the end of a letter, it is that form. The m at the end of a letter is that form. And that one there, that's the M, N, P, T, S, and that is the Yud. Well, actually, it's a G. I call it the G. That is the G. Okay? Now, there is no indefinite article in Hebrew. What is an indefinite article? An indefinite article is the letter or word a book. In English, I write, I will give you a book. But in Hebrew, I will say to you, yeah, I give book. Good? Very good. Very good. Congratulations. Only book. I give book. Okay? And so it is, I drive car. I drive car. I don't drive a car. We'll get to the just now. And then I ride horse. You will only write the horse. Okay? So there's a book, there's a car, and there's a horse. You can put them into your vocabulary. I'll give you the vocabulary just now. Definite article in Hebrew. A definite article is the ha, the H, the 5th letter. Remember, hey is 5, and it is ha when it is a definite article. And what is a definite article? A definite article is joined to the next word. And remember, we're reading from right to left. Okay, now on the screen is sort of back to front. We go from right to left. Now, it should be that way, but okay, from right to left. Okay, And it's joined, so I will put the ha onto the next word. Ha, livre. There is ha, livre, the book. Livre, Livre, livre is a book, right? So the book, ha, livre, ha, mechoniet, the car, ha, soos, the horse. Okay, you got that, all of you? Ha livre, ha mechoniet, ha soos. Ashley, you got him? Vince?
Yes.
What's it look like? You got it? Have you written it down? Marius, who
Yes.
liked it? Who liked it? Ngoni, how's things going? You getting it? Okay, you've got them. Ha livre, ha mechoniet, and ha soos. Okay, right. So that was quickly. Let's just quickly go on to the alphabet and let's check. Number 1. Aleph. Oh, sorry, let me just close this down. Sorry. Let me just quickly. Hallo, Marties, ek kan nie nou met jou praat nie. Kan ek jou in so 'n uur en 'n half se tyd bel? Okay, my lovely. Bless you. Bye. Bye-bye. Huh? Everybody's looking for me tonight. Okay. Here is no sound. I haven't got a verb on it. So it's Aleph. Aleph. It's got the Vav, and then it's got the 1, 2. Right? Right. While we're busy, while we're looking at it, and just before we take our first little break, write down on the paper, if you haven't written down before, the Aleph there, like that, like this. Write down your Aleph and write its name. Aleph. A-L-E-P-H. Aleph.
Am I right?
Aleph. That's number 1, the leader, strong one, the ox, and, well, quite a few more, but we'll get to those later. There's your Aleph, and the little third of the way up, just before the middle, you put your first line upwards, and then the other one also just to the top, the other line down. That is your Aleph. And I want you to write them because I'm going to ask you to please practice them so that we can write them, because we're going to start writing things. Okay, so there is Aleph. Any questions about that? Okay, all right, let's go. This is Bet. Bet has got a tittle. Here is the tittle. That stripy little stripe behind here. Remember, I'm reading.
Sorry, ma'am.
You're still on.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm still on Aleph.
Yeah.
On the
I don't
screen.
see Bet. Oh, there
Ah,
we
there
go.
we go.
There we
I
go.
see it now.
Okay, have you all written down Aleph?
I
Yes.
thought I was losing it. Yeah.
Okay, you got Aleph. Now we're going to number 2, the Bet. That is the Bet with its tittle. And because it is a Bet, the hard sound, remember it's a B, Bet. It's got the dot in. There is your Bet. Write it down. Make sure that you have got a dalet in your bet. It must have a dalet. Okay? You written it?
Yes.
Okay. Then we go to the one without the dot. That is vet. 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 V-E-T. Vet.
Sorry, Tani. Is
Yes.
this still number? Is this still the value 2?
Also the value 2. It's a vet and a vet. It's just that the
Okay.
dot is out. And now the dot's name is Dagesh, but we will talk about that later. Okay.
Okay.
But vet is also 2. And if you have pay and fay, the 3, they're all the same value. Well, no, the last letter is going to change its value, but the vet is still 2. Okay, so it is still 2, the same as bet. Bet and vet, both are 2. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, you've written it down. All right,
Yes.
let's go to number 3. And that is Gimel. Gimel. Full supply. Gimel. Number 3. Gimel. Gimel. It's walking towards the next letter, which is the Dalet. But this Gimel is a camel. Its value is 3. And there is the Gimel. Look how nicely it's written for you.
Anivera,
Yes.
the screen on my side still show. There we go. We're still showing bet.
Huh? Hoekom?
Ek weet nie, lyk my hy gaan so 'n bietjie vat hom 'n rukkie om by ons uit te kom. Maar daar's hy nou. Hy's nou by
Daar's hy.
Gimel.
Okay. Dankie. Ek gaan hom 'n bietjie vinniger opsit. Ons 'n bietjie petrol gee. Kom aan. Move. Right. So there is the Gimel. Okay. You can do it straight down. But as I said last week, folks, please try and keep your handwriting, if you can, as neat as possible. I don't know what your handwriting looks like, but your Hebrew handwriting, please try and keep it as neat and as contained as possible. All right. Okay, so that's Gimel. That's number 3. All right, you got him, all of you? Okay, let's do the next one and see how quick. Come. Is the Dalet showing?
Yes.
Okay. There we have the Dalet. Now, this Dalet, the big one, hasn't got the Gimel quite so clearly. Look at the handwritten one next to it. It goes straight across, then it comes back a little, and then you go down straight. Can you see it also has a Gimel? And that's very important because your resh is round, but it has a Gimel because there is another figure which without the Gimel is the Vav, or if we don't make it round enough, that could be the R. So it's very important that you do Dalet with a Gimel, with a tittle. With the tittle. Remember the tittle. We're going to get to the Yud just now, but this is got a tittle. Okay. So it's Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, and then Hey. There is the Hey. Remember, Hey is 5 because Aleph, Bet, and Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. All right, that's 5. And Hey has a window. That is through this window that we behold, we see, we look, and is revealed. Now this Ha, this H is the distinct, definite article in Hebrew, which is the, okay, in a sentence with words. Got it? Is that clear? Is that
Yes.
less confusing? Okay, there we have,
Vera, say that
yes,
again.
sorry,
Say that
This-
again.
yeah, this is the hay,
Yeah.
hay, same as what a horse eats, hay, and
Yeah.
it has a window because there is another letter that is joined like that. There is a letter that's joined there, that's joined up there. But that is a het. This is the hay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hay. All right. And just before we take our break, let's quickly do the next. Shall we do the next 5 or shall we do it after our break? Shall we take our break first?
Please wait.
Okay, when we take our break. All right. I'll see you back in 5 minutes. Okay. Quickly go and make yourself a cup of coffee or something nice to drink and then come back. Okay. 5 minutes. I'm just going to leave the hay and
Okay.
we'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. See you.
You see, I was trying to print mine here like this.
Uh-huh. How are you how are you trying to print it? Eh?
I tried to type them and print them like this so that I can.
A little bit later you can do it. Just a little bit later.
But what I don't understand, when you say value 3, value 2, value 4, what does that mean?
It's value. It's value. Hmm? In other words,
Like
Aleph
you say, Gimal, you say Gimal is value 3.
is 3. Value 3. Now, in Hebrew, in Israel, when you want to write, you're taking down a speech and you put point 1, you'll put Aleph. That's point 1. Bet will be point 2. Gimel will be point 3. You will
Okay.
use Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, the whole lot as
So that's
your
their sequence.
numbering sequence.
Yeah.
There are numbers which we are going to learn, which you can also use when you do other things with various things. But Aleph, Bet, Gimel, you can use as the points of a speech if you have to take them down.
So you start with your thumb and then say Aleph,
Aleph, Bet,
Beit,
Gimel, Dalet,
Dalet.
Hey. And Hey is 5. Now we
Alright.
are going on to learn number 6. Okay, you'll see we'll go right down to 22 and that's the values. All right. Okay, you understand, Goni?
Yeah, just a kind question. Thanks for the opportunity again. So clearly means if you use those letters on numbering, there is no 0, isn't it? You start from 1 to 22 only.
No. There are numbers that you're going to go to 100, 300, 500, 700, how many ever you want, but these were their values. Their value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I can use. If I want to put point 1 was Aleph, point 2, Bet, point 3, Gimel, point 4, Dalet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Understood.
Right. Good. Let's continue. Here we have Vav. V-A-V. Vav. Vav is a pointing, let me say, an instrument that can put things together. Vav is a binder. Let's see, where is Vav? Yud Kaf. Okay, here is Vav. Vav, imagine Vav looks like a valve. It is just a little left hook that goes straight down. A lot of people do just this little straight line. If I may just mention to you what I do, I keep this with the form of the Vav. It's easier for me to recognize and to read it. With this one, there's another one, and another one, and another little short one. And if you just do this little line, and you make it a little short, you can have the wrong word. So for me, to keep my word right and the letter right, I make it with the stop Vav. So if I may ask you or encourage you, keep that as your Vav. You may do that. You recognize it, you can learn it, you can read it, but for me, personally, I do my Vav like that because then I know what it is. All right. Okay. All right. That's Vav. Vav looks like a valve. It holds things together. It also stands for a nail, the nail that you can hit into a thing. It can secure things. I can add, and it's called and, A-N-D. Like my hay is the, so my Vav is and. So if I say Joshua and me, I'm going to say in Hebrew, Joshua be moi. Oh, that's French, but okay. And me, Annie. Okay? I'm going to use the V as the and. Okay? Got it? We'll come back to it. Don't worry. That is the Vav. Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav. Hey, Vav. Okay? Zayin. Nice, nice. Zayin. Zayin is the letter Z, and it looks like a letter sign. Zayin. Look at it. It also has tittles. It's got a straight line. It comes back and goes down. Zayin.
Zion.
Okay. Have you written it? So that's Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav. And that is Zayin. Oh, okay. Got him? Zayin. Zayin is a Z.
Okay, Zion.
There you have the hey, but closed up,
Yeah.
and that is Chet.
So it was okay.
Chet. Right, listen. Chet. Probeer om so sê. Try and say it like that. Chet.
Right.
Chet. Chet. It's difficult.
Right.
Good.
So are you
Hey.
saying hair,
Right.
which is P-E-H?
C-H-E-T. C-H-E-T. Chet.
Chet.
Yeah, C-H-E-T. Chet. Chet. Okay. It's a very interesting letter, this Chet. But as you can see, it does not have that window of the hay. So this is not behold or anything else like that. This stands and represents a wall which is solid, a pence, penny or a pence, and separation. This het is for separation. Okay? Vav, Zayin, that's Vav, Zayin, Het. Okay, you got him? Het. Tet. Tet. T-E-T. Tet. There it starts, T-E, and it goes back, Tet. Have a look how it's written in handwriting. Very simple, very plain. All the letters are really very plain and very simple, but very distinctive. And, well, we can confuse them. We can mix them up. So, have a look at the Tet. And the Tet is number 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Het was number 8. Het was number 8. And Zayin was number 7. All right. Number 7. Okay. Okay, so het ons nou Vav, Zayin, Het, Tet. And the last one for tonight is
Yod.
Yod. Yod.
Sorry, ma'am. Can I just ask you, what does TED stand for?
Tet. A tet is for, oh, sorry, yes. Now, tet is for a snake. Let's go back. Tet. It looks almost like a snake. Can you see how snaky it is? It's a snake. It was a basket. It is a basket. I can put things in it as a basket. And it is also surrounding. Tet. Tet surrounds me. Okay, got it?
Okay. Yes.
All right. Het, wall, pence, separation. Tet, snake, surround, and basket. Okay. Then we go to Yod.
Yod.
Yod. Yod is the smallest letter in the Hebrew alphabet. It, as you can see there, just by that little stripe. Again, as I said before, like the Vav, I like to do my Yod like this. I prefer to keep it in this form, because then I know what it is. That little stripe, is it perhaps a little short, Vav? Or, oopsie. Okay, so I keep my Yod like this, as I keep my Vav like that. All right.
Yes.
Vav, Zayin, Het, Tet, Yod, Yod, Yod.
So if
Yod. And a Yad is a hand. That is the word hand. I use my Yad to wipe my face. I use my
Okay.
Yad to wipe my face. But the name of the letter is Yod, and Yod's value is 10.
10.
It's
Okay.
the smallest little letter, but it is 10. Okay? So let's go back to Aleph and say after, shall I say, without pointing, okay? I'm just going to put up this body break thing, but that's not the body break now. Let's go back and say from Aleph, right? 1, 2, 3. Aleph,
Aleph,
Bet,
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 Det,
Bet,
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 Gimel,
Bet,
no,
Dalet,
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 and
Hey,
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 Vav,
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 Zayin,
Zayin,
Het,
say Zayin,
Bet,
Zayin,
Zion,
Zion,
Het,
Zion,
Het,
Het,
Bet,
right?
Tet,
Tet,
and Tet.
Bet,
Tet,
Tet is 9, and Yod
Yod.
is
10.
10.
Yod.
Yod
Yod.
is 10. Who'd like to recite them for me? Would you like to recite them?
I'll go.
Try.
Aleph,
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 Bet,
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 Vet,
Bet,
Gimel,
Mem,
Dalet,
Dalet,
Hey,
Hey,
Vav,
Vav,
Zion,
Zayin,
Tet,
Het,
Tet,
Het,
Yod.
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 Marvelous. 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 Okay. So you've got those, and next week we will start with the kaf. Okay? But we're not going to do that now. Let's just do those 5 that we did tonight. Okay? All right? You're going to learn them and know them. Okay.
Beter.
Okay. Right. Now we continue our journey to learn biblical Hebrew. Apart from the alphabet, I want you to be careful and note small distinctions or differences in the letters. Okay.
Yes.
Please, we must look at them carefully so that we are not going to confuse the letters. Okay. Okay. Note carefully the minute distinctions. They are crucial. Right. There's the scripture. Matthew 5, verse 18. Write it down. Matthew 5, verse 18. For assuredly, I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, That's Matthew 5:18. One jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. And that's the New King James Version. I don't know which versions you've got there. Anybody else got another version for me? Would you like to read it for us? Okay, but it just says there, most assuredly, and this is Jesus speaking, I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled.
I've got the ESV.
Okay, read it for us, please.
Says, for truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not any jota, not a dot will pass from the law until all is accomplished.
Right. So not a dot, not a jot, not a tittle, not that little stripe. Nothing is going to pass from the law till all is fulfilled. All right. Sure. That's very important. The Lord regards his commands as very, very important. Thank you. Thank you. That's nice. ESG. That's a nice version. Okay.
NLT,
What else you got?
I've got the
it's
amplified.
NLT on same Matthew 5:18. It says, I assure you, until heaven and the earth disappear, even the smallest detail of God's law will remain until
Till all the law is fulfilled. Okay. All right. So doesn't matter which of the translations we read, it means the same thing. One little jot, and that's that little yud, or one little tittle of the stripe of the B and the Z and all those. Not one of those will change until, okay, the small marks or strokes designated as a tittle. Now, the Greek word is keraiva, which means a little horn. Greek is keraiva, or a little horn, in Matthew 5:18 and Luke 16:17, same thing. They distinguish the letters which closely resemble each other, the jot and the tittle. Not one of them will pass. Okay. Okay, so there's the B with its tittle, and the jot refers to the yod, the smallest letter of the Hebrew alphabet. All right? You got him. Hey, Joshua, you got him. You're looking so worried. You got it? Good. Okay, so there is the jot or the tittle. They won't be lost until all the law is fulfilled. All right? Okay. Goody. Let's carry on. Now, here is a little table. I wonder if I can, I don't know if I can make it much bigger. Sorry. No, I can't. Okay. But just look very, very carefully. Right at the top, there is the V, and that one is a K. Don't worry about it. We're going to get there. But that V has got a tittle. The Ch doesn't have a tittle. It's just a C. Right? The Bet has got the tittle on, And the kaf is just a C. Okay, so if you want to confuse the two, you're going to change the word and you're going to change the spelling. Then we have the gimel and the nun. The gimel and the nun. Written like this, they don't look as if they can be confused. But when they are printed in a book, then the feet of the gimel seem to disappear and it starts looking like a nun. Therefore, if I can advise, if there is a word with a gimel or with a nun, that you learn the difference, that you will automatically know that is a gimel, that is a nun. When we get to nun, we'll learn that one. Okay. All right. Then we have, what is this one? What is this letter here? Dalet. See there? It's got the straight across. It comes back with a little tittle and then it comes down. That is the dalet. Remember, dalet is 4. But this one is just a round R. R. That is a resh. That is a dalet. That,
Oh, okay.
that is a resh.
Yes.
We're going to meet it later, but that is a resh. See, the resh is round, whereas the dalet goes past in the tittle, comes back a little, and goes down. Look how easily, like this, you can see them very clearly. They're very clear. You can't confuse them. But the moment that they are in printed work, yes, me too. Then I say, is that a dalet or is that a, oh, what is that? Okay, so have a look at the words and look at them when we start reading. We're not reading at the moment, but these I am just pointing out to you to see and to have a look and to see what the distinctions are so that you can learn them, that you know that's a resh. If I point it out to you and I say, what is that? You're going to say the resh is round. That's a resh. That is a dalet because it's got a tittle. Okay. Okay. Then we've got the dalet. And now what is here? Here we've got a resh that looks a bit longer. And what is that? What is that?
Not a Vav.
Hmm?
Vav. Vav. A Vav. Vav.
That is our final
Dalet,
of the.
that one
That is a ch.
is Vav, I mean.
I see.
Yeah, it's not really a vav. It's actually more kaf, the final kaf. So it's a
Kaf.
dalet and a chaf. Final chaf.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Then we have the hay and the chet. You can see the difference. There's the hay. It has that window. Look, it's got the little window there on top. And the chet has got no window. It just has straight lines joined to it. All right. So try not to confuse them But we'll learn them. Don't worry. You'll know them very, very well. Then this one. What's this?
Vav.
That's a vav. And a zayin. You see, there immediately you sort of sit and you look and you sort of say, vav.
Yeah. Let me see.
What is that? Because it doesn't have that top part. Now, if you had the top part, immediately you would know that what it is. Okay. All right, let's just quickly carry on a little bit. There, what have we got here? There's a short one and there's a slightly longer one. Oh my word, what is that? You understand?
The long one is Vav.
Okay, the one is the vav
Yod.
and the other one
Is
is
Yud.
near
The
the
hand.
yud. Remember, the yud is that little funny little
Yeah.
V, kaf,
It-
kaf.
You said it represents hand.
No, you know what it is? It's a nun sufit. It's a nun sufit. Sufit means the end. So that's a vav and a nun sufit. But now, because they're both just those dots, or shall I say the stripes, I'm going to circle. Okay? So if that had its top little thing on, I'd know immediately, oh, that's a nun. You see, it makes it so much easier. Right. The next one is the mem, which is at the end, and samech. Samech. We're still going to get to samech. That's mem. Look, it's square. And this is round. Samech is round. Okay? Then mem and tet.
Tet.
Tet. Look how similar they look if you look quickly. Mem and tet.
That is the snake
That's the snake. Yes, that's the snake.
But- or the basket.
Yeah, or the basket, or the surround. Yeah. Then this one that we're going to learn later is the ayin. That is the other silent sounding letter. And that is the tzadi. Tzadi. It looks like a man standing
Tzadi.
on his knees with his hands up to heaven, praying. Ayin and tzadi. Now you can hear how different they are. The one is ayin and the other one is tzadi.
Taddy.
Tzad, T-S, tzadi. All right. Then we've got, okay, you've written those down. Then we've got ayin and tzadi sufit. That is the end letter of tzadi sufit. Just write it down. We're going to learn them. We will know them. Then the last one here is shin and sin. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Shin and sin.
Sin.
Yeah,
now
is it?
Yeah, but now be careful. Here they're very very regular. We can see this is shin.
No.
The dot is on the
Oh.
left
Dot
and right.
is on the right hand
Left and
side, right?
Right.
That's shin. But sin
On the
is on
left.
the left.
Never be right.
And remember, sin is never right.
So
So if the letter is on the right or the dot is on the right, then it is shin. And the other one with the dot on the left is
it's
sin.
okay.
Okay, now let's just get past this and let's see where is our song. Here is our song. How did we do last week with the song? Okay. Okay, let's go. All right. Oh dear. Bev, it doesn't want to play. So I'm going to
Okay.
stop. I'm going to stop share and you're going to please do us the song. Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Okay, there I've stopped. I've stopped it. So you're just going to do the song for us, please.
Quickly.
I say. Bev.
Add it earlier on.
Daar sy. Open. Open.
Aleph, bet, vet. Aleph, bet, vet.
For gold.
Dalet,
So loud.
Gimel, Dalet, hey.
Hey.
Zayin, het, tet.
Vav. Zayin. Het.
Het,
Tet.
tet. Yud, kaf, kaf. Yud, kaf,
Gaaf.
kaf. Lamed, mem, nun. Lamed, mem, nun. Samich, ayin, pei, fe.
Samech. Ayin.
ayin,
Hey.
pei, fe. Tzadi,
Di.
kuf, resh.
Resh.
Tzadi,
Di. Kuf.
kuf,
Resh.
resh.
Shin.
Sin,
Sin.
tav.
Tav. Okay, can we go again? Shin. Sin. Tav. Okay. Okay. All right. I think, okay, Bev, let's just, let's just leave that for the moment. I think let's rather go back to the alphabet. We'll share that on the alphabet. Okay.
Second
Okay.
round.
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to stop share so that you
Let's stop your share so that I can share again. And
Okay.
then we're going to go to share. And we're going to go back. Okay, let's go back. I think that's going to be much easier to hear like this. Okay. We'll I'll see if we can find that song in a little clearer version. Okay, because that one's not so very clear. All right, let's go. Right, 1, 2, 3. All of you together, we're going to read. Aleph.
Aleph.
Aleph,
Bet.
bet,
Bet.
bet,
Hello, Mr. Opong. Vera. Hello. Then it's Gimel.
Gimel,
Then it's Dalet.
Dalet,
And, yeah, Dalet. Then it's Hey.
Hey,
It's 5, okay?
Mhm.
Vav.
Vav.
Vav,
Zion.
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 Zion. Yes.
Het.
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 Try it nicely. Het.
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 Right.
in the
Het.
Het.
Het. And that's Yod.
Jod.
Yod.
Okay, can we
Yod.
carry on? Can we carry on? Let's do
Kaf.
kaf. This is a kaf.
Kaf.
Yeah, just a kaf. Just say it after me. We're going to go over it again next week, and we're going to learn it then. Kaf, kaf,
Kaf.
lamed,
Ahmed.
lamed, yes. Mem,
Mem.
mem,
Mem.
nun,
Nun.
nun, just nun.
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 Yeah. Samech,
Mech.
samech, yes. Ayin,
Ayin.
ayin,
Ayin.
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 And this is
Hey.
Hey.
pay with a koliki, right, with a dot. Fay,
Pay.
Hey.
Hey.
fay. Sadi,
Sadi.
sadi,
Sadi.
Sadi.
and then
Kof.
cough,
Kof.
cough,
Cough.
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 Resh is round. Resh
Resh.
Resh is the round.
hasn't got a tittle, it's just round, okay? Shin,
Shin.
Shin.
the dot on the right hand side is shin,
Shin.
Shin.
and then on the other side it is
Sin.
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 Good for you, good for you. Right? And that
Tav.
is tav, tav, tav,
Tab.
tav. All right. Who would like to recite the alphabet for me? But I'm going to ask you to not look at your lettering and your things that you've got there. You try for me. Okay. Must I go with you? Okay. Who's gonna recite?
I am.
Okay. Okay, Ngodi. Come.
Thank you for the opportunity. Elif. Bet. Gimel. Elif. Bet. Vet. Gimel. Dalet. Hey. Vav. Zain. Het. Tet. Yod. Kaf. Lamed. Mem. Nun. Samek. Ayin. Pay. Pay. Tizadi. Tadik.
Sadi. Sadi.
Tadik.
Yeah.
Tadik. Kof. Resh. Shin. Sin. Tav.
Muy. Good for you. Good for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go back. Good. Who's gonna try again? Hey? Josh? How's it? Huh? You're gonna try? Come on. Come on. Be brave.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Okay, let me try. Aleph. Bet. Bet. Gimel. Dalet. Hey.
Huh?
Vav. Zayin.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Het.
It's funny. Het, yeah.
Het. Yeah. Yud.
Yod.
Yod.
God.
Yeah, that's. I'm
Is
done.
that as far as you can go?
Thumbs up for you.
Well, he tried. He tried.
I
Okay.
try.
Now, who else wants to try? Mr. Opong, come on. Come on.
Okay, let me try.
Okay.
Aleph, Beth,
Bet.
Gimel,
Yeah.
Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Het,
Huh.
Tet,
Hmm.
then the small one, Jude,
Right.
Kaf,
Mhm.
Lamed,
Okay, Lamed. Sorry.
Mem,
Uh-huh.
Nan,
Nun. Just say Nun.
Nun,
Yeah.
Nun.
Right.
Okay. Then Samek, Ayin, Pei,
Hmm.
then Zadi,
Tzadi.
Zadi, okay. Kof, Resh, Shin. Then the last one is Taf, right?
Jolly, good. Come on, Ashley. What about you? Are you also gonna try? Ashley,
Now I'll pause this evening. I'll pause.
are you gonna pass? All right, then next week we're not gonna pass you. Okay.
Okay.
Marius, hoe lyk dit daar by jou? Come on. Where's Marius? Hey, Marius. Vince, what about you?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said Tets represent snake or basket. Vav is like a nail. Does all the letters have similar something to represent it? Like
Well,
you said, Vav, you can use nail to represent it. Tets, you can use snake or basket. Yud, you can use hand.
yes.
All the alphabet has similar ways to represent it like that.
All our consonants
Oh, okay.
can form different words.
Oh, okay.
You see, I can use a, b, a. That's now abba. That is father. But then I can use bet as a house. You
As a
see,
house.
various consonants will make various words. Like we
Oh,
have
okay.
like we have in English, like a road or a door. We use different consonants and put them together. So
Okay.
in Hebrew, we're going to use the aleph, or usually, not so often will we use the to start a word, because the aleph somehow lends itself more to being in the middle of a word.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
another one. You said Jesus is what? The horse, right?
sus, yeah, sus
So,
is a horse. The
you know,
horse.
if you go to Spanish, they have Jesus. So it looks similar.
Very similar, yes.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So do you know Spanish? Do you know Spanish?
No, not really.
Just a little bit. Okay, I'm glad.
Not
because
really.
I also know a little bit of Spanish.
Not
I've also-
really.
Oh, okay. Not really. Okay. But
Not really, not really.
I'm trying to teach myself some Spanish as well, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I'm just trying to connect the ways
Yes.
so that I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, okay. So, all right, let's just do the letters down again once more. Right,
Aleph,
everybody. Aleph,
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 Bet.
Aleph,
Yeah, it's Bet.
Bet,
Bet,
Bet.
Bet,
Bet,
Gimel.
Gimel,
Dalet.
Dalet,
Dalet,
Hey. Sorry, hey.
Hey,
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 Hey, we've done. Vav.
Vav,
Vav,
Zayin.
Zayin,
Zayin,
Chet.
Het,
Chet,
Chet. Yeah, Chet. It must be Chet. Chet.
Chet,
Yeah, Chet. Okay. Then it's Tet.
Het,
Yod.
Yod,
Yod,
Kaf.
Kaf,
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 And the one without the dot is Chaf.
Kaf,
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 Okay. Then it's Lamed.
Lamed,
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 Lamed.
Lamed,
Lamed. Lamed.
Lamed,
Lamed,
Yeah. We'll learn that Lamed is the shepherd and it's a staff, things like that. Okay.
okay,
Then Mem.
Mem,
Mem,
Yeah, and that's water, and it's we'll learn that. Then it's Nun. Nun.
Nun,
Nun,
Samech.
Samech,
Mem,
Samech. Ech. Samech.
Samech,
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 Right.
Samech,
Samech. Okay.
Samech,
Yeah, and then Ayin
Ayin,
Ayin,
and Pei.
Pei,
Pei,
Pei.
Pei,
That
Pei,
with a dot is the Pei. And that without the dot is Pei.
Pei,
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 Pei. Sadi.
Sadi,
Sadi,
Sadi.
Hadik,
Sadi,
Fadi,
Kof. Now it's Kof.
Kof,
Kof.
P.
This is also very big. Yeah, it looks like a P, but it is
Yeah.
a Kof. K. Kof.
Stop.
Okay. It's a K.
Kof,
This is a Kof. Okay.
Kof,
Right. Then it is. What's the round one?
Resh,
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 Good for you. Good for you. Resh. Right. Resh. Then
Shin,
Shin. Good. Yes. Shin. And then
Sin, Sin,
good. And then
Tav,
Tav. Tav. Right. Okay. There are there are differences. Yeah.
I have a question
Yes. Carry on.
on the second letter.
Bet.
Bet.
Yeah.
You say without the dots is vet, right?
Without the dot, yes, it's vet.
It's vet. Okay. So the other letters have similar interactions like that.
Oh, okay.
Or it's only that one. I'm asking.
You mean bet and vet?
Okay,
It's
yes. Bet
very-
without the dot is vet. So
Vet.
like let's take example, Dalet. Does it also have similar interaction like that in terms of dot or without a dot? Or it's just simple like that?
You
It's
can
unique.
you can put a dot in all of the consonants,
Okay.
but then they're going to have different values.
Okay. And pronunciation.
Yes, and not necessarily a different pronunciation, because the dot, all the changes between the bet and the vet is that the vet, because it hasn't got the dot to make it a hard sound, b,
Yeah.
it's now v,
Great.
slightly softer. And it is
Okay.
also a V, but we
V.
don't start a sentence with this vet.
Okay.
It will be in the middle of a sentence.
And
yes.
sentence. Okay. I
But
understand.
the bet. Oh, no, sorry. The bet will be at the beginning of a sentence
Of a
because
sentence.
it's got the hard sound. Okay,
Okay.
but as we go on, I will explain to you this is the hard sound or this is a soft sound. We will very, very carefully go into the spelling of all the words. Okay. All right.